Hi everyone! Welcome to our third class of how to intro to anime. Today we are working on different facial expressions. So we're going to get started. You need to have a piece of paper, a pencil, and an eraser. We are going to make a chart right now that you can refer to while you are doing your anime to know what kind of expressions you want to show. Let me just get my, what's going on with this thing? Also, my thing got a little loose. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so you're going to write on the top, anime mouths. Now, these are going to be anime mouths we can use for both boys and girls. And the one thing I want you to think about is when you're drawing a boy, I'm going to write boy right here. So this is just not an anime boy, but they have something called a cleft that's right underneath their mouth. It's like a little, it can be actually, some people even have it like an indent, like it looks like a dimple, but you'll see that a lot when you see anime boys being drawn. So that's a cleft. So that's something they will see in a lot of the images today that we're working on when we do boys. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have happy. Now, happy can be all sorts of different ways. So the first one we're going to do is a real simple one. We're just going to do a long kind of smile, right, like that. I'm going to do a little close-up for you guys here. All right, there we go. And you can see it's kind of flat in the middle. And then if it's a boy, you would do that little cleft under the chin. All right, now we're going to do some open mouth smiles. So the first one we're going to do, you're going to go up like you're making a sad face. And then you're going to go down, around. And this is a happy face. So this is someone going, ah, like I'm so happy. And that would be colored in, or you could have a tongue, which I'll show you how to do a tongue in a moment. So with any of these mouths, they can be really tiny or they can be really big. It really depends on what you want to do. Generally, if they have a really small one, it means I'm a little happy, and a huge one means I'm really happy. So, okay, so this is another one. You make a line across, and you make a line across the bottom. It's kind of like a half circle, and you would color that in as well. Another one, small line. You make your round area underneath it, color that in, and that is another one. Okay, now this one is sad on the top, this one is happy, and then you do another happy under it. Then you connect those, and that is I'm a super happy person. And here, you want to make sure that the sides are equal. And with this kind, and with any of them that are open, you can make a tongue in them. And then, fill in the background so it's dark. All right, you can also make a straight line across. And then a larger half circle. And I'm going to make this one with a tongue, and I'm going to show some teeth in it. Now, teeth are never an individual. Sorry, I heard like a little ding. I'm trying to figure out what that is. They're never individual teeth, so you'll just do a band or a section of teeth. And just kind of color that in inside here. All right, next step, we're going to do surprised. And this could also be shocked. Because shocked and surprised do look quite similar. So surprised and shocked can be the same in a sense, because either you're surprised, oh my gosh, or you're shocked, like, oh, your mouth is going to look similar. Surprised and shocked. So we're going to start first by making a smaller O. It will be colored in all the way. And once again, you can make these really big, really small. So this is, I'm a little surprised. This is, I'm more surprised. This is, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. And then once again, if they're a boy, you can put a cleft under them like that. Okay, the next one is sad or unhappy. So you're going to do a similar to the smile, except it's going to be going down on the sides. Excuse me. If it's a boy, you could have the cleft. This one kind of looks like a kidney bean. Kind of go around and up, and then around and across. And that is one of those ones like, oh, I'm so sad. Oh my gosh. Something like that. All right, another one would be a sad face. Then a line across the bottom. So it'd be like, oh, I'm so sad, like that. All right, another one would be like if someone was crying and they're going, oh, like that. You make a line. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat. And then you go down, around, down, around. Okay, so this is like you're going, ah, like that. So this is one that you could make a big tongue in, like that. And this would be like if someone's, it could take up quite a bit of their face, like they're tilting their head back and screaming or crying very loudly. Lots of tears shooting out the sides would be really good for that. Now, once again, this can be different sizes as well. All of these can be. They can be longer, they can be shorter. You can even make one, this looks like a very small area, then went, oh, like that. All right. Next would be angry. All right. Angry, you're going to start by making two areas going in on either side, like little C's. And you connect them like this. And that's like you're gritting your teeth. So you're going to actually make some teeth that are kind of jagged and then a line going like this. Like, I'm so mad, but you wouldn't make that go all the way across. And you can make this, once again, big, small, really big, really small, skinny, fat, all those kind of things. So a fatter one or a larger one, you could do the two lines and then go across like this. Make those same angry teeth. Or you can make a long, skinnier one like that. Like that. Angry mouth. Okay. The next one is a mouth that's yelling. It could be yelling for happiness, yelling for sadness. Most of these are probably yelling more like they're scared. Okay, so the first one would be the classic one of just like a round circle. Ah, like that. And then we're going to do, you do an inward circle, an inward circle across from each other. Hold on. That looks a little weird. Hold on. Inward circle, and then connect those two. like, "Arr!" Okay, you could do an inward circle, and then you do a happy and a sad. This, oops, sorry about that. Okay, and so this one would be more like a an unhappy yelling. Could be like this, where you make the teeth up here and the tongue here. And because, you know, these are yelling, it means that the teeth and the tongue, I'll do another some teeth here too in the tongue. The teeth and the tongue would, you know, the teeth will not be together because the mouth is open. Okay, now if you're doing yelling from the side, you're going to make a line straight across, make a line down below, a line down, and then you're going to make another line that's curving in like that. Tongue right here, and then teeth right about here. Actually, the teeth I'm going to make come out a little bit further. Okay, and that's like if someone's going, ah, like that. Okay. This is called a smirk. And a smirk is kind of like, yeah, I know I'm smart, or hey, yeah, I'm cute, like something like that. So a smirk can be a half smile, like that, and a little cleft under it. Usually you'll see smirks on boys. Another one could be like kind of a silly smirk, like a zigzaggy one. And you can do this one larger or smaller. Another option is just a small sideways smile like that. All right, now we're going to talk about noses. So we have this little section down here on the bottom. Make a little box here. These for noses. I'm going to break this in half because one side will be girls, one side will be boys. Now, the difference with mouths with boys and girls is they're slightly similar. It's just that sometimes the boys' mouths you might even see like an upper lip. They do have the cleft. Girls' noses are very basic, where boys' noses show more. So girls' noses, you can just make a little tiny bump. You can make a little line. You can make a dot. You could make two little nostrils or two little holes in their nose. You could make those into little dots. You could do a small sideways triangle, and that can go either direction. You can also make those longer and skinnier. And another one that I use is you can use like a teardrop shape. Looks kind of like that, and that can go either direction. Boys' noses are going to be a little bit more detailed. So we'll do a simple one with the two nostrils. You'll see that. You'll see two nostrils with a line coming down on one side. That's a little bit too curved, Jen. Hold on a minute. You'll see two nostrils with lines coming down on both sides. They don't connect though. You'll see a area like that coming down. One, two nostrils on that one. You can see the nostrils as straight lines, and you can see the nostrils as dots. Okay. flip that over. We're going to talk a little bit about anime hair. So we're going to talk a little bit about, what the hair colors mean first, because they all symbolize something. So instead of just choosing a random color because you like it, it means something in anime. The first one is yellow. Yellow means someone special. So usually, if it's the main character in a story, just really special and nice, she would have yellow hair. The next one is blue hair. Blue hair means quiet, soft-spoken, and soft. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Kaylee. Okay, soft-spoken. And soft-spoken means they talk very quiet. And it can also mean smart or shy. Next is red hair. Loud, a leader, they can be rude, okay, the next is green. Green would be silly, active, likes sports, and energetic. That means having lots of energy. So if you like sports, you probably have a lot of energy. All right. Next is purple. It means mysterious. It can also mean noble, like they could be a prince or princess. Pink. Cute. Silly. Okay. Next is brown. Friendly. Normal. So it could be just like a regular guy. Friendly. Oh, I already said friendly. Goodness, sorry about that. Friendly, normal, reliable. It means that you can trust them. Okay, and the last one is black. Now, since most people live in Japan, their natural hair color is black. It's kind of like, it means like, it means like everyone. So it's kind of like someone that doesn't stand out very much. You know, like a lot of times they'll have, the main character will have a certain hair color and then the other people have black hair. It just kind of means they all kind of blend in together a little bit. It can also mean basically if they have long hair, long black hair. It can also mean like princess or important person. All right, now as we're moving up, back up here, I'm going to give you, these are hair colors. Now we're going to write some things that hair needs to have. So the hair needs to be straight. You will very, very rarely see anime figures with curly hair. Their hair is pointy, which means the ends of their hair are usually pointy like that. Messy. It looks like they need to brush it. Long bangs. Boys and girls. Hair on sides of face. Now, what I mean by that is not that they have a hairy face. It means when you're drawing them, they usually have some hair coming down on the sides of their faces. Whether it's a boy or a girl, they almost always have hair coming down on the sides of their faces. So you don't usually see their ears very well. All right. So what we're going to do now is we are going to get a new piece of paper. We're going to create a character. This is just an example. This does not have to be your character. For the final class, you will create your own character, but I just want to show you about how you would develop that person. So the first thing is you need to think about is how they're, how they're feeling. Okay, and maybe you could put in like their attitude, which symbolizes overall, like what kind of person they are. And we're going to put in their hair color to go along with those two. So maybe this person is feeling, let's see, what can we pick for a feeling here? They're feeling mad. So they are yelling. Their attitude is they're usually pretty calm and quiet, but they're really mad this time. So the hair color would be blue. So when you develop this character, they wouldn't always be mad and yelling. All right, so let's figure this character out a little bit. We're going to start with our circle, our dot, line, line. Depending how comfortable you guys are feeling with this, remember, measure, measure, dot. Okay, I'm going to start bringing my area down here and then curving in. Okay, and then if you, just to know where to curve in, making that line at the bottom is a good idea. Okay, so I'm going to make where my eyes go, nose, mouth. Okay, so now I'm just going to erase those lines. I'm actually going to just erase everything in there real quick because it's hard to do that. Okay, now this person is angry and they're yelling, so I'm looking at what I want to do. So I have angry or yelling, so I have to decide what I want them to do. So I think what I'm going to have her do is I'm going to have her have a mouth like that. So I'm going to go in and in, across and across. Her nose will be small. Now, Usually when you're yelling, your eyes will be closed a little bit. So I'm going to make it so that her eyes are going to be more closed, okay? So I'm going to make a smaller area right here and a smaller area right here and make that line underneath. Give her some teeth. Give her a tongue. Now, her face needs to be changed a little bit on the outsides because she is bringing out her mouth. So I'm going to make her face a little bit rounder on the sides. And then we're going to add in a few details to that. Some lines on either side. And some angry eyebrows. Okay, and then I'm going to add in my hair. All right. There's that. Just going to add a few more pieces of spiky hair. So she's got the hair next to her face. She's got the longer bangs. And then I'm going to give her some little ponytails on either side. They're going to be little ones, though. Okay. Now, you can really create any character you want. This is just the character I chose. So you can decide what feelings you want, attitude, and hair color. So I'm going to go in now, and I'm just going to outline those things that we just did. I'm actually going to make her teeth a little bit less. The inside of her mouth will be colored in black, so that'll be an easy way for me to fix that. I'm going to make a line kind of under there too. Even though this is a girl, she's still going to have some of those extra lines around her face because she's mad. And her mouth is open. And then this person would have blue hair. Whoop, that doesn't work. I have a colored pencil here. And like I said, the blue hair will actually talk about her personality overall, the hair color. But right now, her immediate feeling is that she's mad. Now, she could be mad about all sorts of things. Maybe she's mad because the ice cream truck went by. Maybe she's mad because her mom told her she needs to go to her room. Maybe she's mad because her friend isn't playing with her. So you can think of those different reasons why she might be feeling that way. All right, so I'm going to stop share. What I'd like you guys to do this week is I would like you guys to create 2 different types of characters using these mouths and the hair ideas that we talked about. And I'd like you to send those to me before next week. This is starting to get your brain working for thinking about what you want your final character to be. Your final character will be a full character, their whole body, and it'll be, you know, you're going to let me know a little bit about them. What's their name? Are they nice? Are they mean? What's their favorite thing to do? So creating your character, there's a lot more involved than just, you know, what they look like. There needs to be a backstory in a way. Like my daughter has a character she created, and it's she lives in the woods with the animals, but she has like something happened to her parents, so she's kind of sad and angry, but she's also really nice. So there's a lot of different things going on with that character, but she's able to tell you all of that. So then you understand why the character does the things she does in the story she writes. So I hope you guys had fun, and I will see you next week. Thanks, everyone. Bye.